Hi everyone, my name is Jabulile Msiza. I'm a council member and we've just had a great session with Shine. I'm going to let Shine introduce herself, but as a kickoff, I just want to say how happy we are that we have Shine with us and what an impactful end of the first day of GeoAsia 8 to end on this note of diversity, inclusion, and equity. Quite different from the day we've had of very technical case studies, design type of work, to now, which actually sums it all up together. Because ultimately, what we're doing here, we are designing, installing, manufacturing for civilians. And we have people doing that. And that's why, once again, diversity is so important. So Shine, what is your elevator statement? When someone says, who is Shine? What is the quick answer you give?
I would say I'm a very passionate person about everything, about life, about change, about myself. So the biggest statement people say, Shine is a doer.
Doer.
That would be the best word, doer.
Yeah. Something that came out of your introduction of yourself, which I thoroughly enjoyed, especially how open and vulnerable you were. I like how you said you were not born by the name Shine.
Yes.
It's a name you took on because there was difficulty in pronouncing your name and in understanding it. But the powerful statement you made was that by choosing the name Shine, you are not taking away from your origins. You are not denying the true origin of who you are. Yes. That is deeply profound.
It is because, again, it's your identity. It's you. You got a name, but at the same time, you have bones, brain, the way you describe yourself. And even though I changed my name, nobody can take away the way I look, the way I speak, the way I express myself, because I kept hearing from people, you are very, you are using your hands, you're very expressive. Yes, that's the word I was trying to find. And I lived in UK for many years, and the people were telling me, try poker face. I cannot try poker face because it's not me.
Yes.
Even though I changed my name, Shine, and people do know, and always the first question I get from people is, where are you from? What's your background? And then the question starts that they're trying to guess where I'm from. Even the Turks cannot recognize I'm Turkish. But you made a very good point. It's about again, it's a branding.
Yes.
If you want to be recognized, I think it's important that how you label your packaging.
Yes.
That's how I see it. And I never took it personal.
Yes.
That I changed my name, I did emotional, because even though sometimes people do target, people find things to say, why do you change your birth name? Are you not happy with being Turks? It's not that. I think we are reading too much sometimes.
Oh, wow.
So
it again goes to something you said about taking things personally. I guess the younger you, at some of these statements, you would go home and you'd be all worried, but you've now reached a sense of maturity and acceptance that people will always talk. It is one of the statements you made during your talk. Do you want to maybe further elaborate on that, just to inspire that young geosynthetic practitioner who's currently really taking everything personally? Can you just give them a word to say, this is my encouragement to you?
Again, we are reading too much between the lines, and everything is personal. And the point is, we forget how to resonate and how to do empathy. Mm-hmm. And I kindly, maybe not to blame, because I don't like that word at all. We always look at from our perspective.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned in my speech, that I pass from someone by, I just pass by, and the person is swearing. Young me would think, why are you swearing at me? What happened?
Yeah.
Or if he looks at me this way, What is wrong? Is my hair wrong? Is my makeup wrong?
You
And
assume something
you
is wrong.
assume something is because wrong. That's how the
Yeah.
upbringing was that as well.
Wow.
And in my culture, they never say if you do well, you've done well and well done. It's always criticism.
I see.
Because this is the way to mature you. Criticism, they think that you get better.
Yes.
But reward and recognition and good words also get you better, but we never been taught that way.
Yes.
So that's why it's always personal. But we never take the good personal, we always take the bad personal, interestingly. So what I would suggest the young people and upcoming people is nothing personal in
Yes.
life. Because if you take it personal, you will have zillions of reasons in your life not to go to the next level. And that's going to be a limitation. So if you drop all the biases and if you drop all the personalization, that's where you are in the growth mindset. This is, I
Wow.
think, critical.
I really like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's just like, as I'm talking to you, a few light bulbs just switching on in my head. The other thing that was quite special in terms of your talk was the stories you shared. And what was quite refreshing for me to see was that the male stories. And I'm coming from a perspective of we are in a male-dominated industry. Engineering is, geosynthetics. You saw in the room, very minor female representation.
Yes.
But with that said, there has been a lot of effort in terms of gender diversity.
Mhm.
What do you say to the male who's feeling, listen, I'm also discriminated against. I wish someone would pay attention to my voice and my needs as well?
Again, it's the drive, I think, and because we are losing our patience as human beings. We want quick answers right here, right now. And I think it's easy to target gender, and that's why we always hear woman and female balance. But when you actually think about an environment where males, let's say Indian society, when white person comes, he's different, he's a male. He doesn't think that way, he doesn't talk that way. Even what I noted recently or in my trips, even though I born in Turkey and I grew up in Turkey, even though if I go to Turkish society, they don't accept me as Turks. I've been modified.
Yeah.
So it's very different. So we always look at the obvious,
The obvious.
your color. And I never forget this. One of my friends said, you call me black, or you guys call me black. But you guys change colors. During the day, you're angry, you're red, you get pink, you got purple, I'm always.
Yeah.
Why do you call me with my color? And I also noted in the business, our black color, Chinese, we like labeling.
Yeah.
We never ask if a male, especially white French, white Brits, they got that, how other males feel.
Exactly.
The way they look, the shape, the hair, piercing, tattoos, accent. They are discriminated, but we as women, because of it's good that there is this consciousness that we got support. Those people, they don't talk. And it's interesting because I wanted to put something as Women in Transport initiative, and I wanted to create a club. And I launched this in an event. And a few male came to me to say, Shine, why don't we have male in transport? We got more bullied, we got more undermined, we have all sorts of experience, but we are not able to talk. And look at all this thing,
All these claps for
woman. I stopped the initiative.
Wow.
I said, okay, and you gave me a bit of an aspiration as well. I said, let's talk about equality, let's talk about broader sense rather than, because I am putting, even though yes, and that's not the motion. Yeah?
Wow.
Diversity and inclusion comes with no identity, no color, no gender.
Wow. Yeah.
I think that's where we need to focus.
So it's a reframing. I think for a very long time we've been stuck in focusing on gender, focusing on race, focusing on age. We heard today about from the Mentimeter you did, a lot of people feel discriminated against because they are young.
Yes.
Which means they are not able to add to the body of knowledge because they are perceived not to be experienced. They haven't earned their place
Undermined
to speak.
as well, and they're a bit impatient as well. We've been all there.
Yes.
But we can't just put, you're young and you don't know. They are really smart as well.
It's like you
Yes.
just do like that, right? And then automatically old knowledged.
Yes.
And there could be some really old people who are not knowledged.
That's what I actually do in my business. I always do buddy system. If someone is old and aged, I always match them with the younger grads.
Okay.
And I couple them, I give them projects. They hate at the beginning. But when the project is over, you can see the joy and learning and excitement. But I can see during the process, both get stressed and they complain and they moan, and we got office meetings one-to-one because why is that? But rewarding. This is what I
Character
encourage.
building.
Yes.
It is absolutely character
But
building.
matching age with young, this is absolutely critical. They
Yeah.
learn a lot. And it doesn't need to be double or triple your age.
Yes.
Someone who is wiser and different personalities. Try to put them in a group.
Yes.
The more friction is better, is my conclusion.
Wow.
Unless they break each other. That can be possible too.
Okay, I could talk to you forever. I think we are going to need to cut this at some point.
Again, you need to chop and cut to see that what makes sense. But yeah, pick the stuff that also it may resonate to your society. And the
So that's
people.
what I want to ask you now, because I mean, did you know about the IGS before we reached out to you to come talk to us about
Credit
this?
to Laura with Alicia and Kasha.
Mm-hmm.
We did regular meetings.
Before that?
Yes.
Did you know
Before,
about
no.
the IGS?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
And then I guess then through the build-up of having the meetings and preparing for today, you've learned a little bit about the IGS.
Yes.
Can I call you an outsider?
Sure.
What is your impression of the group thus far? What is your first impression of us?
Group of the people that you're doing this organization.
Yes.
I would really, because I've seen the people when I was working within the preparation, ambitious, want to change things, and they know it's not easy, especially in the environment you're in, because I thought, again, road, construction, male, but at the same time, it's very stereotype.
Yeah.
So whatever you are doing, it's a drop in an ocean. It's critical, it's important. And when we talk about why did we start with women, because it's easy to start with women. You can't start with something less obvious. That was more obvious, and I think it started the journey.
Yes.
And going back to this organization, I think you need to carry on what you're doing. This is important.
Yes.
Even though you might be a bit disappointed there was only 1 8, but can you imagine 50 people? If they do one action, there is 50 actions.
Absolutely.
That's strong. You don't need 400 people sitting and sleeping and doing on their doing phone. It was more engaged.
Engaging.
This is important. Target small, look at small, and come up with some outcome. But maybe you can do carry-ons and messaging and engage individual from this that were interested in your community.
Yeah. So your message is, you say what? The call is to lead by example.
Lead by example. Absolutely.
So for the 50 or whatever number it was that were in here, I think they left the room changed. I really
You
believe
felt?
so. I felt you couldn't have sat through that and not did some self-reflection and wanted to go back better. I think you did an extremely good job. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. As I
Yeah.
said, we don't get good feedbacks. There is always, what could I have done better?
Yeah.
So that's really empowering, and thank you.
Thank you very
I
much.
thoroughly enjoyed it. Beautiful.
I'm glad you
Thank you.
enjoyed it.
I hope that we do see this type of events more.
Yes.
It's all about raising awareness, being the voice, and as you said, people need to go back and think, what can I do differently today?
Even if it's one small thing.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much.